Probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 9 now. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Giants at 9-6 now. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ready. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so there's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ready? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Richie James with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brissett to throw on first. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw again on second down. Brissett, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak. And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. 2nd and 6. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, please.
They'll go to Barkley again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here we go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, set. 52 blaster. Hey, come see him.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brissett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Brissett. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
That's complete to Slayton. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and 2. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Quick hitch, complete. It's James. Touchdown! Richie James in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
second down. Here's Barkley again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Touchdown, Giants! This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week.
Under pressure, they got him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got Smith here. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. They find some open field here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Yeah, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. Field,
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3.
Set, ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Pats at the line ready to go. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 91 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
2nd and 11. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28 to 14.
Makes the score Giants 28, Patriots 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Here we go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ready, go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Play action now, Brissett. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Brissett. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. To throw is Brissett. And it's caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they're in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Giants. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for the Giants,
they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.